my app glitching. It might be hard for me to stay relevant in chat. It's all good. The robot worked on Discord. Nice. Welcome in, Firefrost. All right, let's get this started. Oh, you got Latios yesterday? Heck yeah. Why no audio? That's a good question. Let me find out. There we go. Thank you for the save, Pixel. Hey Sam, welcome to the chat. He's a volcano Padawan? I see. I'm gonna do a bit of French for him so he gets your stream. Sounds good to me, thank you. Which notification would you want, by the way? I don't know whether to do YouTube or Twitch. I think probably do Twitch. Say your name. I need to practice saying it right. Kalbadik. If you want to do like a nickname kind of thing too, then that's fine. To make it easier. Like Moby Dick the whale. Kinda. I've been saying Kalbadik. I mean, it's close enough. But if you guys wanted to just call me like Cal or something, then that'll work just fine. I've been saying Kaldick. That is less close. But it's a funny one. You talking to me or Firefrost? I mean, I could be mid on Discord. It's up to you, really. I'm not super active on Discord, so... You don't plan on being on Discord, then probably better not to mod you. Yeah, I agree. That's it, I need to quit mid-view, my phone not liking it. I'm on my laptop. Mod view on phone is super good. Or is not super good. Oh, okay. Hey Rasik, welcome to the stream. Can you help me to evolve my shiny hunter? Yeah. Or actually, I don't think I can pull up link trades in hyperspace. Yeah, I cannot. I can put your code into Twitch chat. And one of my chatters over there might be able to help you. Thank you, Rasik. Sorry I couldn't help you. You are a very hard worker. Thank you, Firefrost. Accept the following forms of payment: shinies or buttons. Buttons, huh? What kind of buttons we talking about? Like gamer buttons or buttons on a button-up shirt? From like a shirt. Got it. I'm a very dissipated mod today. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that one up. I see. Not helping that I had a typo in it. I mean, Google still understood, and if I knew what the word was beforehand, I probably would have as well. I don't know, I just got a thing for thermodynamics. I don't even know what thermodynamics is either. I'd have to look that up. The branch of physics and engineering that studies the relationships between heat, work, temperature, and energy. Oh, okay. Science, so I have no idea what it means. From what I understand, it's just the study of heat and energy. Oh. Not thermodynamics. Not talking about that. I got it. I woke up maybe an hour ago. I'm a little slow. Terrain can be considered thermodynamics because it takes heat and converts it into motion. It's everywhere nowadays. Yeah, you're not wrong. Hey, Mary, it's going all right. How about you? That's good. Are you a daily streamer or you have any schedule? For the most part, I want to say I'm a daily streamer. I don't have a specific schedule, so I probably won't be consistent every single time, especially here coming soon. But for the most part, I want to try to stay daily. It's hard to be daily, but it's so fun. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think you have to start streaming daily. I can try. I have been trying, but I can definitely try a little harder to stay daily. It's 5 a.m. where you are. Why are you awake? I wake up at 4:30 every day. Just because I got into that habit for work. And I have to stay in that habit for what I have lined up. Morning, Jordan. Jeez, it was getting a little quiet there. You don't like it when it gets quiet? I think cheese is my bit now. Sure, okay. It's an interesting bit to have at the very least. Not good for my analytic. Oh. So I guess I need to get good at talking. I don't really have much to talk about. Yep, when chat is quiet, I tell work stories. Okay. Let's see then. Where have y'all worked in the past? Haven't worked? Oh. Oh yeah, you're only like 18 or something by now, huh? I had my birthday last month. I'm 19 now. Well, happy birthday, first of all. Let's see. I've made computer games, and now I am a dental prosthesis maker? Prosthetic? Makes sense. That's cool. Dental prosthetics. I didn't know dental had prosthetics. What kind of computer games did you make in the past? Army training stuff, mostly, but under NDA. Gotcha. How do you make dental prosthetics? Is it like molds? I know how to make Bingo Boom in real life. Interesting. Good to know to not get on Pixel's bad side. dental prosthetics are wax carvings, then you cook it into acrylic. Oh, interesting. Hey Blood, welcome to the stream. I'm doing alright. What about you? Most of my work was to train the Navy back then. Oh. Simulation. Okay. Interesting. So you made computer programs that would train Navy soldiers. Huh. That's pretty cool, honestly. Doing good myself, that's good. Caught a shiny Magikarp named her Flip Flop, and a shiny Houndour named Blueberry. Heck yeah. Those are good nicknames too. Your line of work, or your history of work, has been more interesting than mine. So far, I've worked at an amusement park, fast food joints, bowling alley, and then my next line of work is more government themed. Navy ship and submarine are really not often at port. So new soldiers need to get training in other ways. Interesting. I don't know if I should be like telling my own work experience things right now, because I feel like you've got your own thing going on right now. I don't want to like be so weird about work conversations. I don't really know how to word this properly. Like I want to keep talking about your work stuff, because that's what we're talking about at this moment. So if I go into what I'm doing, then that's just kind of, I don't know, maybe a little, it seems like, to me anyway, it seems like it would be like egotistical or narcissistic of me to just go into what I'm doing right immediately after what you're saying is. So I want to try to just keep on listening to you. I also did 3D art for a plumbing company. Cool. ask questions then relate to you, and then give a bit of your history. Talking for streaming is harder than I thought. I guess maybe not harder, but it's definitely not what I expected it to be. Flip-Flop is now a shiny Gyarados with a jolly nature. I don't know if jolly's good for it. I don't know what the jolly nature actually is. But it's cool that it's a Gyarados. Then I'm just here in silence. Yeah. I mean, that's the harsh truth of a conversation. If you don't have experience in said conversation, you're not going to be able to say very much. It is hard, lol, but you are good in a way. You need to make people talk about them and react to it. It's easier for you. Okay. So then, in that case, I know the principle, but I'm not good at it yet. That is fair. Jolly Nature is minus special attack and plus speed, which is very good since Gyarados is a physical attacker. That is true. Okay. So Jolly is perfect for it, really. Just saying cheese every other minute. Keeps you in the conversation, I suppose. But okay, you said you did 3D art for a plumbing company before? 3D art is cool. I haven't done a ton of it. I mean, me personally, I haven't done any of it, but my uncle and my friend got into 3D art, and my uncle has made me things. And then my friend made things. My friend made, if you guys have ever played Halo or consumed any of Halo content, he made some of the vehicles. They're pretty sick. He also made Vaporeon, but that's because he likes Eevee a lot. Is it Mary that got Gyarados? No, it's Blood. Did he work for the company or he remade it for his pleasure? Also, Pixel says congrats, Blood. So my uncle, I want to say, does it just because he likes it. Same for my friend, actually. They both just kind of got their hands on a 3D printer at some point, and so they use it for fun. My uncle was making a chessboard, a Pokemon-themed chessboard for a while. I don't know if he's finished it yet. But it was pretty neat. So did it... Oh, wow. So they don't make the 3D art they print? Not the same, but neat nonetheless? Yes, very true. They do not make the 3D art and then print it. they find existing 3D art. Making your own 3D art is crazy. It's very, very cool. I don't even know how I would go about doing that. Well, I guess the first step would probably be looking it up on Google. It was my job? Yeah. I forgot already. I've already forgotten about that. I could train you. I mean, that'd be cool if I had a 3D printer, but I don't have that. So you'd kind of just be wasting your time. Your thoughts on Emma? Is this gonna be like a D's nuts joke? Are you gonna retort and say Emma balls in your mouth or something? Emma is sexy? Who is Emma? Who are we talking about? The detective on ZA. Oh, I forgot that was her name. First of all, what's her age? That's what I want to know. What does Google have to say? This is going to be dangerous, isn't it? Approximately 21 years old, but they don't seem to know for sure. I love her backstory of X and Y, and I'm like you, I don't really like the perverted losers. It's like saying if I love Final Fantasy Tifa, I'm a pervert now. She is set to be an adult. Okay. I didn't know she was even in X and Y, but it has been quite a long time since I played that game all the way through. I was going to do a shiny badge quest, but then my capture card died, and when I tried to send it in to get it repaired, it just got returned to sender. So, no idea if it got repaired or not. Just not gonna worry about it, I suppose. Emma was 16 in X and Y. ZA takes place 5 years later, so she's 21. Got it. Thank you for the follow, Pokedog. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm indifferent on Emma. She's a neat character. I'm a little weird when it comes to relationships, like loving relationships. I guess it's more accurate to say I'm old school in that way. I'd rather get to know the person on a personal level before I make that assumption. Or not assumption, before I make that choice, I guess. X and Y post game for her story. She used to be homeless and being controlled by Team Flare. I see her more like a little sister who we save, and I don't like the view on this creepy image people give her. Fair enough. He was controlled by Team Flare, huh? It makes sense why the old guy is in pictures on her wall then. What's the deal with her and Looker? Is Looker like her father, or did Looker save her from Team Flare? With you, I guess. Father figure, okay. Makes sense. So why is the old guy important? Was he the only Team Flare member that was nice to her or something? Who's Looker? Looker was the detective that you would find around Pokemon games sometimes. He was in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. He was in X and Y. He was also in Sun and Moon, if I'm not mistaken. I also think he was in older games too, wasn't he? Wasn't he in like Black and White as well? Looker rescued her. The expansion suit she wore was essentially controlling her and stuff. Oh. The old guy gave her attention for the first crime she felt worth. That is meaningful even if it was the wrong stuff they did. So the old guy from Team Flare was like a mentor before Looker showed up? Is that the story? Yeah, I think we're talking about the old guy now. Got it. Interesting. Looks like there's more lore to Pokemon than I thought. Probably would have helped if I didn't skip the dialogue, but as I have learned many times, I am not one to read dialogue. Or even really listen to it for an extensive amount of time. I'd rather just get to the game. To Looker this information, someone who has traveled through an ultra wormhole similar to Annabelle in Pokemon Sun and Moon, a theory I think ZA he is missing. Huh. He's missing in ZA? Who is Annabelle? That's a name I don't know anyway. I did not play X and Y, but my TSIM made me look into a video of deep lore. Got it. Annabelle, the crazy lady that fused with Ultra Beasts. I'm sorry, what? Who is Annabelle? Was she the blonde lady's sidekick? Oh no, I was very wrong. She's got purple hair and apparently was in the Battle Frontier. Yeah, I have no idea who this person is. Her mom. I don't know if we're thinking of the same person. If you're talking about the mom that fused with the Nihilego, if you don't even know what Pokemon that is, based on the name, it's the Tentacle Ultra Beast, jellyfish one. I'm pretty sure that was Lily's mom, Lucamine or something like that. Not the same character. That's okay, cool. I thought so. But again, I don't know too much about Pokemon lore, apparently, so I wasn't sure. Oh, for me, she jumped in a wormhole too. Was this in Sun and Moon? Was Annabelle in Sun and Moon and stuff, and then her and Looker jumped into a wormhole? And then just never came back, so that's why Looker is missing in ZA? Looker is a tragic character. Before he lost his memories, one of his Pokemon died, if I'm correct. And it's why he never has a Pokemon. He sees himself as the reason his partner died, if I'm not wrong. Oh. That's very sad. But we've learned before that Pokemon is not above putting sadness into their games. Which is good, I like it. If they wanted to be more dark in the future, I would welcome it. Gives the game a lot more character. Looker has existed since Pokemon Platinum. Oh. See, I never played those games. The first Pokemon game I ever played was Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Specifically Omega Ruby. I still have yet to play any of those older Pokemon games. I started Pokemon Sun and Moon. Oh, okay. And then I played Platinum. He shows up a bit in that one. Okay. I'm not huge on Gen 4, honestly. Legends Arceus was cool. And I know that's kind of Gen 4. And that one had a lot of lore, actually. I liked Legends Arceus a lot. But I tried to play BDSP too. Because you kind of have to. You gotta play it at least once. I don't remember what I played it for. Oh, it was to try to get shiny hunts going in the for the legendaries in that one. But I did not like BDSP. That one was a slog to get through for me. I had a very hard time playing that game. Yeah, you wouldn't super like playing the old games, I think, then? I mean, I suppose it would probably depend on the older game. Like, I'm sure I would like Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Of course, it's going to be slower. but I think I'd still like it. I want to say I would like Fire Red and Leaf Green, but I don't know for sure because I really don't care too much about Kanto either. My favorite gens from top to bottom are Gen 3 Hoenn. Who is next, honestly? Is it Gen 6 or is it Gen 7? I think Gen 6 and then Gen 7. And then what even one is Gen 8? Galar. Galar was Gen 8. I think I liked Gen 8. Yeah, I like Gen 8. And then it would go Gen 1, then Gen 4, then Gen 9, then Gen 2. I have 0 experience with Gen 2. So no share XP killed my black and white run back then, but maybe I'll give it a try. The XP grind is not worth it in those games. In Platinum, it's kind of required, isn't it? Because Cynthia is ridiculous in that game. Black and white, I'm not so sure about. I don't hear too much about Iris. I know people like the black and white games. People say that those games are the best Pokemon games. Enough so to where they don't want them remade because they don't want Pokemon to F it up. Platinum is not fun to grind. Those older games weren't fun to grind anyway. Because it was literally grinding. You would be there for like hours, right? At least in these newer ones, they give you these XP candies or just XP share is just a thing by default. Makes it easier. The second boss in black and white, from what my granddad has said, is stupid. Who is the second fight? Oh boy, I'm gonna get the gens mixed up. Yeah, definitely, because I was gonna say the guy with the hard hat with the Cranidos was the first gen, or first gym, and I'm pretty sure that's Platinum, isn't it? So who is the second gym in black and white? A normal type gym. Really? See, I have no idea who this person is whatsoever. Makes me wonder how many gym leaders I actually know of. 2 Pokemon in the normal type gym, I believe. Whoever they are, their second Pokemon knows revenge and wipes the entire team. Huh. At that point, wouldn't you just... By the second gym, you're probably found a psychic type at that point, right? Or revenge is the dark type move. So wouldn't you just get a fighting type? You cannot get a fighting type Pokemon until after the gym? Oh. It's gonna be so hard when I get into these games. Probably. Both Pokemon are normal types, so fighting would be the only hope if it was accessible. Sorry, I'm too peeved at this point. I need to calm down. You're good. I want to do all the Pokemon shinies for home. Yeah, that's gonna take a long time. Yeah, that's gonna be some real effort. I personally I wouldn't do it personally because some of the Pokemon you just can't get shiny. Like Victini. You can't, they've never even distributed a shiny Victini before. So if I were to finish it someday, if I were to do it, and then Victini is just forever non-shiny, that would just kind of annoy me. But that is why I did create this Twitch account. Fair enough. Yeah, no victory thing. Victory is not accessible in Pokemon Go? No, not as far as I'm aware. As far as I know, they have yet to distribute a shiny Victini ever. Yeah, no official shiny Victini has ever been distributed. By the time I'm done with most of it, they may do a special event for it. Maybe. If they ever did do a remake of Black and White, I figure that is when they would finally do a distribution for it. It's a chain of research quests that will give you a reward. The mythical Pokemon as a reward. The order is Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, Victini. There would be no shiny. Yup. I know Jirachi comes in shiny in Pokemon Go sometimes. Celebi does too, I want to say. Mew probably does. Do you know if your emulators can be sent to home? Probably not. I mean, I don't know. I could be extremely wrong. But I highly doubt it. Mostly because home is dependent on a Nintendo account being connected and registers the game associated with that Nintendo account. Yep. And you'd hope for a remake then? Yes. Honestly, as long as they don't screw it up, then they could absolutely make a remake for Black and White too. I'm pretty sure it's Black and White 2 specifically that people like. I don't know if Black and White is the one or if it's the sequel. I think it might be Black and White 2, because that's the one with Kyogre. I don't think Kyogre's in the first games. But again, I could be wrong. I don't know much about those retro Pokemon games. Honestly, what I want to see more of, I definitely want to see more Legends games. Legends games are sick. But I also want to see more Let's Go games. Like, they already did Kanto, so let's go up the gens. Make a Let's Go Johto. Make a Let's Go Hoenn. Like, do all of that. That's what I want to see. Keep doing mainline games, keep doing Legends games, and keep doing Let's Go games. Let's Go Hoenn and Legends Hoenn would be awesome. Legends Hoenn would be super, super cool. What would I prefer, though? Like, if they did a Legends Hoenn, would I want them to go future? Or would I want them to go past? If they went past Hoenn, I would want Mega Evolution, but I don't know if that would work. Because I don't know if Mega Evolution is inherently a future-based thing. I guess it wouldn't be, right? Because in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Primal Reversion and Mega Rayquaza was a legend. So if they did do a past Hoenn, then theoretically Mega Evolution should be within the game, right? I plan on making a shiny hunting app for challenges. Would I want to try it? Sure, I would try it. I tried the other guys, A-Drives, and it worked for a while, but then I started playing Scarlet and Violet and this game, and it's kind of hard to count encounters in games like this. First Mega happened 3,000 years ago. Okay, cool. So yeah, they'd be able to do a Hoenn Past with Mega Evolution in it. Look, as long as they keep Mega Evolution in the Pokemon games for as long as they can, then I'll be happy. Mega Evolution is by far in my opinion, the best Pokemon side power gimmick. That's the word I'm looking for. Mega Evolution is the best gimmick Pokemon has made by far, in my opinion, and I think it should stay. They could do so much if they keep on making Mega Pokemon. Hey Nasser, welcome to the stream. Lucario was the first Mega Evolution? Huh. Like, lore-wise, it was the first Mega Evolution 3,000 years ago? Or, like, the first revealed Mega? Because I'm pretty sure it was the first revealed Mega. Lore-wise. Oh, okay. It's not? Who was the first, lore-wise, then? Rayquaza was the first Mega in terms of chronological timelines? Makes sense, I guess. I definitely, going back to unobtainable shinies, I definitely want to see them do more with like shiny mythicals and even shiny legendaries. Like Deoxys, you can't get Deoxys under normal means if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure you have to have leaf green in like your Ruby or Sapphire game, right? Or am I thinking of Mew? But either way, I'm pretty sure either one of those and the rest of the mythicals, by that matter, are just basically unobtainable. Rayquaza didn't need a trainer. That's why Lucario is the first in the normal megas. Okay. Rayquaza is a more rough Mega Evolution. If you want my take. Okay. It makes sense. Like, yeah, Rayquaza technically doesn't need a trainer to Mega Evolve. Just kind of does it when it wants to. And when it has the power to. It's all linked to Deoxys because of the meteorite fall. Is Deoxys is Deoxys the cause of Mega Evolution? Like, I know Rayquaza does use the meteorite for Mega Evolution, right? The Space Rock gives Mega Power. Rayquaza is still dependent on human people to Mega Evolve, technically. Deoxys had nothing to do with Mega Rayquaza, but it was a meteorite, to my knowledge, that prompted it to happen. You do ride on Mega Rayquaza to fight Deoxys at the end of Omega Ruby, though. Meteorite hit Hoenn and woke up the other two gods, so Rayquaza did Rayquaza stuff? Okay. Interesting. Lore is complicated? Very complicated. Very extensive, apparently. A lot of stuff that I did not know, and I probably still don't know. But it is cool. I wish they would have done a cutscene like that in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. The one in Emerald where Kyogre and Groudon are fighting in the ocean, and Rayquaza had to come down and tell him to stop. They should have done something with that in Omega Ruby and Oras. If they did a Legends Hoenn, it would be Sag. What? All My Champion Guardian lore? What is a Champion Guardian? I wrote a character who took place in Legends Arceus and stuff, but they slept for many years until the modern timeline. They have since taken place in alternative events to all the mainline games and stuff. Somehow I'd have to send them back to Hoenn. I see. That's only if they would do a past Hoenn. If they do future Hoenn, then all you really have to do is, like, he hears stuff is going down in Hoenn, so he goes to Hoenn. If they did a past Legends Hoenn, it would then become a little more complicated for you. Past Hoenn seems more cool, agreed, first. And it's not a big deal by Neo is they, them. Oh, okay. Neo is, in my opinion, very cool. Neo is the champion of Galar, sorry. Neo is the champion guardian, by the way, if that wasn't clear. Yeah. So Neo is the character you made. They are, they, them. Past Hoenn, I do agree, though. Past Hoenn would be cooler. I don't know exactly what they could do with a future Hoenn. Because they have already taken Deoxys in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Maybe it'd be like a thing where Deoxys somehow comes back and causes a ruckus. Or because that's how it seems to be in regular lore, there would just be multiple Deoxys, and they're kind of mad about the first one being taken. That would probably be my guess, is how they would go about a future Hoenn. By the way, was it clear to you that Legends Arceus had the protagonist taken from the in-world future? Because I thought it was a different universe. Again, I don't read lore. I don't read dialogue in these games. So I learned the Legends lore from watching other people's playthroughs. I was just kind of playing the game. But I mean, from what I understand from watching other people's playthroughs, it seemed like they were making it pretty obvious. What with you spawning in immediately with a smartphone and a t-shirt. It wasn't a dialogue thing, to be honest. People just assumed that. I, however, did not. Well, later in the story, when you come across the pirate guy with the hat, he tells you that he is also from the future, doesn't he? The guy that you can do the money glitch on? Yeah, but the other universes would also have those things. Other universe didn't mean they also came from the same time period. That is true. I was genuinely convinced that in us seemingly not knowing a thing about Pokemon at all, it meant we had come from another universe. Possibly. It's very possible. Hence, Neo Monarch is from a different universe, not the future. Gotcha. Multiversal stuff is always cool in storylines. So, even if that was their route, then I wouldn't be opposed to it. Neo Monarch is very confusing. They've died twice, or I think they've died 3 times now. What do you mean you think? You created the character, no? So it would just be based on what happens in the Pokemon games that you've played. Has our main character died before? I don't remember them ever dying. Neo died again in the period of Legendsza. Oh. I wrote Neo to die multiple times. The cost of their mission. Got it. They fight very angry gods often, though in comparison to how little they've died, they've actually been doing rather well. Yeah, very true. It's kind of crazy how often that really is the main thing with these games. More often than not, the big issue is the legendary's pissed. Happened in Hoenn, because the elemental gods were pissed. Let's see. Happened in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Happened... Did it? Yeah, it happened in Black and White too. Because Kyurem was the problem, right? In Black and White, it was just the bad guys. If I'm not mistaken. In Gen 6, it was the bad guys, Team Flare. That was the problem. Sun and Moon, bad guys again. Gen 8, it was Eternatus. That was a problem. Although that was kind of brought about by the mayor guy. And then in Scarlet and Violet, it was the robot parent. So maybe it doesn't happen all that often, actually. The legendaries actually seem to do more helping out than just being pissed. Yeah, but the pro tags have Pokemon on their side. Neo, however, does not. Oh. How does that work? Is Neo not your pro tag every single time you play a Pokemon game? Is Neo just kind of a side character within the story while you're playing? Neo's story takes place in the events of various games, but not in the actual games. Got it. Makes sense. All right, I think I've got maybe 10 minutes left in me. Keep going for about 10 minutes, and then I'll end stream after that, probably. Neo's origins in a different universe mean they don't believe in Pokemon doing battle and their order. The story also takes the enragement thing that was happening in Arceus and applies it to the rest of the story. So Neo does battle with those satchel scent things. Oh, interesting. If I make another type Instagram, what? Does ISTG mean a different thing? Typo. Oh, okay. I'm gonna throw a frying pan out my window, BRB. Okay. Why throw a pan? I don't know. My guess is because he made a typo. But I could be wrong. All right, these will be my last 7 resets starting now. So here's number 1. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. And a last reset. Nothing. Well, that's it for today then. Well, that was fun. Latios is officially taking the most time for me out of all the legendaries that I've gotten so far. Oh. So, I guess that will be what you guys have to look forward to next stream, probably tomorrow. And I will see you guys then.